Hello everyone, welcome to a new episode of the weekly CX Catchup where we deliver late news with the latest insights. So Harshini, I was looking for some book recommendations online and I came across a nice reading list for the summer, and I came across an interesting title called Tidewater Dreams. I wanted to find it online, but to my surprise, it was not available, and turns out later the publisher of the list, the Chicago Sun Times, it took down the article. So it turns out that the list was actually generated by AI, and Tidewater Dreams was a title that didn't exist. So I had to give up and look for a new list.
Well, Vinay, this is no strange event in the media and the publication space, and there have been famous publications like the Sports Illustrator and Gannett who have done it in the past. So why this happens is because we understand and sympathize that in the media space and media houses are forced to generate and churn out content in a very short span of time repeatedly. So they are forced to use their hand in AI generated content. But one thing to note, while we do acknowledge that these media houses are coming forward in social media and giving their sympathy driven responses to their readership and taking it down, that's all well and good, but also they also kind of point their finger at third party vendors and freelancers, just like how they have done it in the in this case as well. And this is one thing that we have to note: traditional editorial, this is the place where they have to be the gatekeepers of content, not just they should vet the quality of content in a space where everything is now AI generated. There nobody is going to say, hey, don't use it. If it's useful, go for it. But we are in a times where traditional editorial is going to be the differentiating edge. Trust
Absolutely.
and quality is going to be built by their gatekeeping.
Yeah, and interestingly, Sam Altman recently he came out and admitted that AI tools hallucinate a lot. So I think this is a wake-up call for people who use AI excessively. They have to double, triple, and quadruple check whatever results the AI tools gives them, and then take decisions accordingly. And for the next story, we have Snap's foraying into the augmented reality space. They've announced a line of products called Specs, which is wearable technology, and it incorporates AR technology into the glasses.
But it was actually while reading this particular piece of news, I also was very surprised to note that Snap has been in the business of making specs long before they introduced Snapchat, this chat platform. And they are saying that they have invested 11 years of R&D with $3 billion into it. So it'll be very interesting to see how this wearable technology is gonna come into this space.
Yeah, and we have seen a lot of B2B businesses adopt AR technology for remote support, training, and other purposes. But Snap has now joined the likes of Apple and Meta to bring it to B2C B2C space. So I think we have some very exciting times ahead where augmented reality will be a bigger part of our day-to-day life.
I agree, and we just can't resist the urge to guess like what exactly will this hold for the future, because right now they're working with platforms and partners who are also very adept in visual effects. So will they be introducing filters for a day-to-day life, or like where you can wear those 3D garments? So it's very interesting time ahead. On the same lines of consumer tech and technology, we have Mattel, one of our favorite vendors out there, who's now partnering with OpenAI, not just in the back end, but also for their product ranges.
Yeah, and in one of our previous episodes, we discussed how OpenAI is partnering with Johnny Ive to bring in AI into the lifestyle space, lifestyle products, and all that. So with OpenAI now expanding its partnership with Mattel, I think there's a lot more exciting things going to happen.
Oh, definitely. But I would like to draw like a line connecting between Snap and Mattel here is that while there is an economic downturn and pressure for them to, produce more offerings, be more on the front lines, it also shows that how they're using customer experience as a differentiating factor here. Their offerings are now no longer product space. They're also extending it to the platform kind of an approach. So it will be very interesting to see, like you said.
Right. That brings us to the end of this episode. For the ad of the week, we have a very interesting story. So about 3-4 weeks ago, an F-35 fighter jet belonging to the British Air Force, it had to make an emergency landing in the Indian state of Kerala, and it's been stuck there for about 3 to 4 weeks because the problem hasn't been fixed. So Kerala Tourism sees the opportunity and has come up with some social media posts to welcome more visitors to the state and stay just like the F-35 jet. That concludes this episode. Until next time.